Building an indie business in the center of venture capital. I am Alex Edmonds. People on the internet know me as Supreme Rumham, and this is the Building an Indie Business podcast recorded in the Indie Business Studio. So today I wanted to talk about Shopify's Liquid. So Shopify has their own programming language, Ruby-based programming language called Liquid, and it is how you definitely develop themes with it. I'm not sure if you develop apps with it. I haven't looked into it too closely, but I want to talk about how I plan to learn it because I need to build my own Shopify theme and I need to learn how to build Shopify themes for others. So, the first thing I plan, so first I need to get very disciplined and good at coding and making sure my stuff is clean and that someone can take my code and my code in the theme and adjust it to fit their own needs because they might be using my theme as their base and or as their kernel, and they will want to make changes to it, so I have to be prepared for that. And right now, when I write code, I kind of just throw it together, and if it works, it works. But now I need to make sure it's readable and someone can look at it, understand it, and make changes to it. So, how I plan to do that is I'm going to just start going back to basics. So, I'm taking a Udemy course for WordPress, and during this time, I'm going to go through it slowly, making sure I understand everything, and making sure I could make everything clean and look nice. And then I'm going to apply those principles that I learned and apply them to Shopify's Liquid. Now, Liquid is kind of new. I mean, it's very specific. It's for Shopify only. So I'm looking at resources, things like that, and there's not a lot out there, which is understandable because it's one platform. I have the same problem with work. That's another episode though. So I found a book, right? They somewhat have blog posts. Let's look at this together. They have blog posts. I found one Udemy course. But I need a Udemy course that's like my WordPress one, where I can build 3 or 4 things with using the same exact code. So they have an email list for Liquid tips. So they have a website, shopify.dev/API/liquid, which will give you examples and show you how to write the code. But then you have to know how to apply it, right? So there's that. Because in college, my professor used to let us use notes where they're a formula sheet. I would have all the formulas for my math tests in a piece of paper that I would use, and then she was like, yeah, if you don't know the material, that piece of paper will be useless to you. And that's the same thing with their Liquid reference page. Then they have a cheat sheet. Yeah. And I found a book. I haven't gone through it, but that helps too. There's probably there's a YouTube video by some guy. What else is there? there's a bunch of like courses. I don't trust them. I don't trust courses from random people. Let me see if they themselves have videos. Let's look on YouTube. So there's a book. There's one Udemy course that I looked at, and I was like, okay, let me try it because it's free. What else is there? Liquid. Shopify. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything by Shopify themselves. I could be wrong. I know they have, there's this one guy. Liam, I just saw his face. Liam from that works at Shopify. He'll help you with stuff. But yeah, it's basically just me going back to basics and treating this as new. Even though Shopify is like Ruby, HTML, CSS, mixed together. I have touched on it a tiny bit, and I was able to make changes and, work with it. So it's not like I'm starting at zero completely, but I'd like to treat it like that. And then I'm not starting from scratch entirely. What I have is I have arrow drawings as theme. So I'm starting from there in terms of my own Shopify store. And what I'm going to do, and this is also something I usually do and how I learned, is I'm going to have the original like master theme that I'm going to use for my store. So that's Arrow Drawings 1, let's say. And then I have Arrow Drawings 2, and that's where I'm going to break things. I'm just going to mess around with it, see what happens, be very experimental. And then if I do something that I like, I'm going to transfer it over to Arrow Drawings 1 and then use that in my master copy. So yeah. So if you look at like my versions of any of my websites, I have like version 1, version 2, version 3, because that's what I do. I take I just create copies all the time. So yeah, that's what I do. I create copies, I experiment, I break. Yeah, so I have the book, I have that Udemy course that I'm going to watch casually. I'll probably find something on YouTube. We can look at, I know where I can check. Shopify dev channel. That's what I'm typing in Google. And I go to YouTube. Shopify devs, right? Shopify developer. And the thing is, like with the Udemy course and something else, and why I want to look at like Shopify's resources.
Hey guys, in this video,
I want to look at Shopify's resources specifically because they'll be up to date, right? So that Udemy course I'm taking might be like 3 years old. Well, they've made a lot of changes from 3 years ago. There's like Liquid 2.0, which is a couple, like 1, maybe 2 years old at the most. So, and that changes a lot of things. So, yeah, so now I have 3 resources. I have the book, I have that Udemy course, 4. I have my own just like messing around. Arrow Drawings is up to date theme, and now I have a YouTube channel that they update stuff with. Hopefully they have tutorials. I haven't checked, but we'll see. And I'm gonna have to learn Shopify Liquid. So yeah, I'm going to learn it. And I'll update you guys when I start learning it, because I don't know when I'm going to learn it, but I will learn it. Okay, that's all I have for this episode. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Bye.